Breaking news. Ngozi Orabueze's army clashed with Biafra Liberation Army in Arondizogu, as reverse has finally become the case in the Biafra struggle and Alibo entirely. Here are the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel/television this very moment. Today's date is 23rd of April 2025, and I have video clip and interesting information and analysis for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news, because all Bajugodalo if I did go in the first place. And this is the reason why I was shouting and writing. But people, unfortunately, my own people, the Igbo people to be precise, have shown once again that they are not ready for freedom. I want you to keep your bitterness aside. Drop it in your bedroom and go to the sitting room to listen to this very news till the end. I will play some few clips of video for you, and after that I will show you something that I said almost 2 months ago, a memo that I released a couple of months ago. I will show you. I'm going to bring it to the screen and read it together with you before we go into the full analysis of this very latest development. So pay attention. Like as I said, drop your anger and your whatever if a jurugisi since the arrest of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Drop it in your bedroom, go to the sitting and listen to this very news. Get news and make sure you're listening to the end, because ndi ifrun anywa bu ndi Igbo ego if ego if ego will destroy us. Money is the only thing that will destroy us. Now, let me first of all play the video, and then we'll go into the full analysis of this very news. Pay attention, my people. Did you hear the name? Okito, that is Oki Sofia. Oki Sofia is one of the commanders of Dr. Ngozi Orabueze and her USB government. Pay attention. I am not here to talk about Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. I have no business with her. My business is with Ndibo, Ndibo in general, not for one person. I have words for all of you, Ndibo. Pay attention.
TV la Moïse. TV la Mo, give la water. Give la water, TV la ma. Yala Modia. Yala Modia. Lalo Kito, Lalo Kito.
This sound you are hearing is not the sound of freedom. I have to make it clear, even though Biafra Liberation Army is involved in this incident. It is not the sound of freedom, because this is not the sound that will give us freedom. Rather, this is the sound that will destroy us. Who is Oki Sofia? Okoni Igbo. Biafra Liberation Army, largely Ndibo, and some few other tribes in Biafra land. And if an emena Arondizogu, Nani Igbo, in Okigwe state of Biafra land, otherwise known as the old Imo state. Pay attention. But remember that this is not the sound of freedom. We know what sound of freedom looks like. We know how the sound of freedom sounds. It sounds from the Biafra Liberation Army to the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom Terrorist Army body. This is the sound of destruction of Igbo nation, Igbo land, and the Igbo people. This has absolutely nothing to do with the sound of freedom. Pay attention, my people.
Nawada.
Ndị Igbo against ndị Igbo.
Digamosa. Agora que o ndo kita. Que de motonga. Haba loso. So igwe ko joku na get the motor konga. Yere ma. Gele kuya. Ahora de que do tamu. Gele kuya.
Now I have a question, please. This is not even the main analysis. I have a question, very disturbing and important question. This motto to the Tiegungun, this Obo to the Tiegungun, ought like this because when the two armed group confronted themselves between Oki Sofia and his men and the men of Biafra Liberation Army confronted themselves, this Obo Anoa Tomblo. You understand? That's why Obo Ajuwe go like this. So, my question is because Obo Oki Sofia. My question, Bo, another clip about Esurioko. My question, Bo, this Sarin, Kedifo Neme, no Bo Ndi Boronwefa Liberation Army. Gịnị ka siren na-ame n'ụgbọ ndị kpọrọ onwe fa Liberation Army, ndị claim na fa pụtara ịlụ ọgụ nwere onwe, ndị claim na fa pụtara ịlụ ọgụ Guerilla. I think I will take my time to, make a live program to explain to us the meaning of guerrilla warfare. I will have my time to do this. Even though I've done it before, but I haven't done it, in fullest. So I will have my time to do it in order to analyze and explain to our people the meaning of guerrilla warfare. Because a lot of people are used to hearing this name. Maybe it's because it's an English language, you think you understand it, but you don't know the meaning. You don't know how it's being fought. You don't know what comes with it. I will take my time to analyze it for our people. What is Siren doing on the vehicle of those who said they are Liberation Army and they are fighting guerrilla warfare? This is not the main analysis. Pay attention as we proceed.
This you people want challenge.
Did you hear that? He said, you people want challenge. Oki Sofia and his men want challenge. They want to challenge the Biafra Liberation Army, not the Zoo terrorist occupational Janjaweed army. Pay attention, my people. Remember, I told you I will show you something. Now, if I would do boys Sunyego Yoko, BLA personnel Sunyego Yoko, na Arondizogu. Sunyego di Uboko. Ndị Igbo kwa ife aka onu si unu chọrọ. Ọkwa ife aka ndị Igbo si na fa chọrọ na ani Igbo. Ife aka unu chọrọ na ani Igbo ndị Igbo. Enwere m okwu ndị Igbo. Ọkwa ife aka unu si na unu chọrọ na ani Igbo. Otu aka unu si wee chọọ ịnụ ọgụ nwere onwe a wee nụpụta ife. Now, let me show you something, because if I don't show you this, you may not understand what is going on. Now, this is from Biafra Unite platform, which I wrote, going to 2 months now. This has been here, which I said, what happened yesterday evening in the name of Code of Conduct broadcast indicate that some individuals have succeeded in setting up their own army outside the original structures of the Biafra Liberation Army, BLA. Do you know when I wrote this? I wrote this when Ngozi Orabueze made that broadcast she tagged Code of Conduct broadcast. That's why when people make some comment in my comment section, I look at them in fairness. I don't respond because I know that a day like this will come. But let's continue reading. The next coming days, weeks and months will be very interesting and pivotal in Biafra struggle. As the new army is ready to hit the ground running. Let me take this again. This is almost 2 months ago, going to 2 months now. And I told you back then that the next coming days, weeks, and months will be very interesting and pivotal in Biafra struggle as the new army is ready to hit the ground running. It did not end there. No, we are just starting. Now, I want you to follow me with keen interest. I said, remember this, that these new recruited young men lack the required military experience to fight in guerrilla warfare, as they have only received 1 and barely 2 months training. Thus, the big question here is, now pay attention. Pay very good attention. The big question here is, what will be the rules of engagement of this new army? What will be the rules of engagement of this newly recruited army? Now, will they be fighting against the Janjaweed occupational army of the zoo, or against the original Biafra Liberation Army, BLA? These questions will be answered sooner rather than later, because all their activities will be in the open. Because of what? All their activities will be in the open. This was just like a prophecy. You remember, I normally tell you that I'm not a prophet. I am not a prophet. But when I speak, once I speak, take my word for granted at your own peril. It's none of my business. If you don't use my word and take it seriously, it is your own business. I'm telling you, I am not a prophet. But when I speak, take that word for granted at your own peril. Look at it. These questions will be answered sooner rather than later, because all their activities will be in the open. Just like the video that I played for you. And I went on to say, if they are going to fight the Janjaweed army, then congratulations to those Biafrans who funded it. But if they are here to fight the BLA and go into criminal activities in the name of Biafra army in order to use it to criminalize PM Simon Ekpa in Finland and jeopardize his release, then woe to those Biafrans who funded and supported the conquest of their fatherland. Who funded and supported the conquest of their fatherland. And I said in conclusion, all Biafrans must watch out and stay a bit calm for now. For now. I say watch, observe, and stay informed. And above all, stay vigilant and security conscious, for the days ahead are not clear yet. My brothers and sisters, I am not preaching. These words came like prophecy, but I am not a prophet. Everything that I stated here is happening in our own eyes now. Early this year in January, look at here. A man called Gumi that we all know made a statement, said, Gumi to government, train armed Igbo youths to fight IPOB. Arm Igbo youths to fight IPOB. Train and arm Igbo youths to fight IPOB. What is happening today? As if the one that the governors have been doing is not enough. Now, a group of individuals that is being armed and given a name in the name of Biafra Liberation Army are now confronting the Biafra Liberation, in fact, the ESN. Let's start from beginning. The Eastern Security Network formed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for liberation of Biafra nation, Kum Biafra Liberation Army. Kum Biafra Liberation Army. Organized and set up by those that they called autopilot, led by the Prime Minister Mazi Samuneba. Now, they are now being distracted. Instead of confronting the occupational soldiers of the zoo, they are now being confronted by another group of individuals who speak the same language, who claim to be fighting for the same thing that they are fighting for. Now it is between themselves. I am not making up stories. At least I have shown you videos. Ndị Igbo, unu asị na ọ bụ ife aka unu chọrọ n'ala Igbo. Ndị Igbo, unu asị na ife aka unu chọrọ ka ọ na-eme n'ala Igbo. Our land is under siege by the Fulani herdsmen terrorists and Nigeria terrorist army. Now we are ruining everything by ourselves by distracting those who are supposed to confront these terrorists from Sahel head on. We are arming people to fight them. What have we done to ourselves? What have Igbo people done to ourselves? How comes we have Liberation Army who have been doing the needful since Mazi Samuneba was with us? All of a sudden, boom, all of them turned to evil people. They are no longer relevant to fight for the Biafra Liberation Army. And Ndi Igbo support Toya. Ndi Igbo people support it. Eba wakanno wenesi anya weba azubase to fear ifele megbo Ndi Igbo. My problem is not even those who are doing this. My problem is those who are supporting it. Even as I'm making this broadcast now, you see many of them, they will come on my comment section to insult me and talk nonsense. So tomorrow, onwe ka Ngozi Orabueze si wee kpọkwa, onwe ka esi wee kpọ Ngozi Orabueze for questioning. Because if I follow, that is what your people told me. No, I follow Simon Ekpa for questioning. Instead of telling our people that Simon Ekpa was arrested. In case tomorrow, because America has more interest in Nigeria than Finland. So don't expect America to fold their arms. So tomorrow, if Ngozi Orabueze is called for questioning and stay for some months in America, those in her cabinet will split everything into two. Some of you Ndi Igbo now will support some group, while others will support some group. So when anything Ngozi Orabueze put to go in place, so to us in on a embassy now, that embassy will become irrelevant. That embassy will become useless. Then another group will come out from her group to tell you that they want to open a Biafra embassy in America. When I heard the story of this Biafra embassy in Washington that they said they want to open, I pinched myself. I said, oh my God, what have we done to ourselves? So the Biafra headquarters that we opened in Maryland just a few years ago in 2023 in Baltimore, Maryland, is no longer relevant. All the money that we spent to open this embassy, Biafra headquarters, which is going to be our #1 Biafran embassy all over the world in Maryland. So all of a sudden, it is now irrelevant. Everything in that embassy, every document, everything has become useless. And Ndi Igbo now support there. Ndi Igbo say not okay like that. Now you want to spend another money to open another embassy in the same America. Now, if Ogenkere is called for questioning, people in his cabinet will come and split his cabinet. Ndi Igbo kwa, the same Ndi Igbo anyị will support some group and the others will support some other group. Ndi Igbo ifele megbu unu, alu emego Ndi Igbo. I'm ashamed of you people. In fact, when I think of the kind of brain Ndi Igbo was in Cape Azua, I realized that now, in fact, you people cannot come out and say no. No to this. This is not how it should be done. Mpotame broadcast go chata ono si jide nwa amadi akpolo Biafra Unite ka egbuo ya n'okwu galo. Ọ dịghị ka otu amụma bọọdụ na nwa nọ na nge deceive ụmụ Igbo n'ife gbasara nwere onwe a. Ọ dịghị nesi anya, ọ dịghị ka mụnwa bụ ọdịna nwa ya analụ any individual ego maọbụ any gọọmenti ego to betray Biafra with all my afụfụ niile ntalụ na nwere onwe a, tinye my life on the line. Ọ dịghị ka m ga-ebitray nwere onwe a, ọ dịghị ka m ga-afụsi eziokwu kpụrụ ifu na iru naanị. All of you gadara na-akpọ m iyi, all of you gadara na-akpọ m iyi for telling you no, this is the way esi wee put to this esi wee mee ya o wee baala anyị. All of you gathered to insult me. I won't say anything to you now, but by the time Ali Igbo finally falls into the hands of the Fulani, by the time Ali Igbo Murumzemuozo falls into the Fulani, the way Benue State, Plateau State, Kaduna State, all these states, including some Yoruba states, Ondo State, and Edo State, have all now been fallen into the hands of Fulani jihadists. Once Ali Igbo is completely fallen into the hands of Fulani, then in Oluzieba and in Obodo Igbo, in Oluzieba and Wike, in Maluno, where is isi wepụta Negi ya aga, Naga aga, Umunegi ndị nọ here aga, everybody aga, in Oluzie n'obodo Igbo forever.